What's going on, guys? I'm Jeff, the Yoshi Fanatic, and welcome to part 1 of Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga. Guys, I've wanted to stream this one for a while, I can't lie. This is one of my favorite Game Boy Advance games, if not my absolute favorite. I've wanted to stream it for a while, but someone finally gave me the excuse to. Someone finally asked me to play this game, and I thought, you know what? That's a great opportunity. Let's do it. Also, thank you to Ross and Jay Blades for joining the stream. Welcome to the stream, guys. Ross, it's good to see you. I'm really glad that you're able to join this one. I know it's pretty late. 3:30 a.m. for you. That's no joke. Ross says, Jeff, there's a section in this game where there's a bunch of Yoshis. Yes, the Yoshi Theater. I always loved that. Hello, says Disney Villains fan. Hey Disney, welcome to the stream. Welcome to Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga. Oh, I'm so excited. So, here's the thing, guys. This live stream series, there's not going to be a ton of surprises in store for me. I know this game like the back of my hand. I think I've beaten it at least 20 or 30 times on my Game Boy Advance back in the day. My R button on my Game Boy Advance is still broken because of this game and Yoshi's Island. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. I love this game so much. It's my favorite Mario & Luigi game. It might be a hot take. Bowser's Inside Story is close, but Superstar Saga reigns supreme for me. Maybe it's nostalgia. I don't know. But let's find out. Retro Records says, Hey-oh. Hey, Retro Records. Welcome to the stream, dude. Ross, yeah, I'm sorry that my stream time is later now. In order to fit this game, these streams into my schedule, I had to stream at this time. Friday nights and Saturday nights after JJ has gone to bed. Those are like the only times I have free to do live streams. Saturday afternoons were really cutting into my personal life too much, so this is the compromise I had to make. Liam says, great game. One of the first games I ever played. Hey Liam, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I agree. Wonderful game. And again, it's my favorite game or close to my favorite game on the GBA. This one had some sort of magic going on. I don't know, but it hooked me. Okay. Nah, don't worry, Jeff. It's okay. Family comes first, says Ross. Well, thanks for understanding, man. Yeah. How have you been? It's been a while. Obviously, it's been a while since I've live streamed. But let's get started here. At Peach's Castle. The Goodwill Ambassador from the Bean Kingdom has arrived. Look at those toads. They're happy. They obviously have a better job than the guys who just have a vest and no shirt. I wish to improve my ties with the Mushroom Kingdom. I bring a gift from Queen Bean. Retro Records asks, you're playing on an emulator, right? I'm playing on the... Whoa, well, fancy that. I'm playing on the Wii U Virtual Console. So, yes, but it's an official emulator. Disney Villains fan says, this is going to be fun. Oh, heck yeah, it is. I'm pumped. I'm so excited. There's Fawful and Cackletta. They did something to Peach, guys. They stole her voice. But why? Why would they do this to Princess Peach? I know why, but we'll leave that for a surprise for anyone who doesn't know. I'm doing pretty great. I'm not 13 anymore. I'm like 15. School sucks, but I'm good, says Ross. Great to hear. School does usually suck, but, you know. I wanted to say a necessary evil, but, I guess it's not technically necessary. You didn't hear that from me. You are a legend for still having a Wii U, says Disney. I love my Wii U. It's basically become my all-in-one Nintendo machine. Fawful is kind of cute, not gonna lie, says Ross. He is. I hear humming. Ah! I love the humor in this game. That is one of the shining things about this game. One of the shining aspects of it. Princess Peach. Princess Peach. Quick, to the castle! Come on, Luigi. No time to explain. Mario, how did you get dressed so fast? Like I said, no time to explain. Woohoo! And... poof. Attacking me when my back is turned, huh? Well, that's typical. Come here, super coward brothers. Okay. So, let's see if I still have the touch. Wow, they actually did that in a Nintendo game, says Disney. Get used to that kind of humor. It's all over the place in this game. I love it. When was your last battle? Oh, a while ago, but no, I didn't forget the action commands. Oh, really? I should have known. Sorry for the interruption. Oh, guys, I probably should have mentioned. This is, obviously, the Game Boy Advance version, and not the 3DS version. Mario! I forgot something. This is really important. You can also dodge Bowser's attacks. I've been doing that for a while. This whole battle. He hasn't hit me yet. Superstar Saga is not safe for work, says Ross. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not quite rule, what is it, 34? I don't know. Is there a way to get rid of that bilinear filtering, says Retro Records. Let's check. There are exactly 2 video settings in here. There's screen smoothing, which I had turned on. I guess the pixelization does look a little bit better. Rock2 says you're a poopy head. Thank you. Welcome to the stream, Rock. How are you doing? Let's try it with pixelization. Irk. Blark. All right, when there's not a bunch of dialogue, I'll explain a few things about this playthrough. Wait a second. Listen, this is no time for fighting, even though I would have won. Yeah, keep that off, please, says Retro Records. You got it. Listen to me, everyone. Something terrible has happened. The goodwill ambassador from our neighbor, the Bean Kingdom, just paid a visit. Yeah, but it was no friendly visit. The ambassador stole Princess Peach's voice. And replaced it with this explosive vocabulary. Yeah, it would be so funny if it wasn't just, you know, literal explosive vocabulary. Like Peach just started going off, cussing at everyone. Oh, and replace it with this sort of explosive vocabulary. Peach, stop talking. You're gonna bring down the whole place. God, if I kidnap Princess Peach in this state, she'll wreck my castle. Mario, do something super. Mario, please go and retrieve Princess Peach's beautiful voice. Only you can do it. The perpetrator came from the Bean Kingdom. If you head over there, you should be able to learn more. Yes, go capture that fiend and get back Peach's voice, and then I can kidnap her. We'll take my Koopa Cruiser and reach the Bean Kingdom in no time. Mario, we leave immediately. Oh, jeez, that's a whole paragraph of bombs. So, off on an adventure yet again. I promise I can read. I just hope your long vacation hasn't left you out of shape. You can stretch out and warm up here in this plaza. Oh, and I'd like to talk to everyone around here. Who knows what you might learn. I talk to everyone. Maybe I can't read. Okay, I gotta catch up on some comments. Retro Record says, anytime I see an old game with filtering like that, it annoys me to death. Hey, fair enough. I mean, both ways look pretty good. I don't really have a preference either way. Ross says, Jeff, now that you're streaming again, can be invited back to your server? You can, yeah. You mean my Discord server? Yeah, the link for that is still on my YouTube channel. I don't have the link for it in the description anymore. I had that whole thing where, you know, YouTube deleted my channel for a bit, so I'm not putting links in my description anymore. But yeah, the link is on my main channel page. Hey, that's it. That's the precious belonging I've been looking for. Thank you. You are the best. Please take this in return. I got it. I shouldn't ever need that, but maybe I will. It's been a while. Disney Villains fan says, I just wish the Wii U had GameCube games in its virtual console lineup. I am just dying to play Thousand Year Door. Dude, I hear you. I wish Nintendo had done that. And Ross points out, you can play it on an original Wii, if you have a GameCube controller and the physical version of the game, that is. Yeah, that's probably the way to do it. You can also run it on Dolphin. That's probably a better way to do it if you've got a decent computer. But the way that I did it is I hacked my Wii U, and I have the ROM for Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, so I just put it on there using Nintendo. So, but I do own the game. I do own the game, so don't yell at me. I have a ROM, but I own the game, so technically legal, I think. Ethan says, hello there. Hey Ethan, welcome to the stream. I almost missed the stream again because I was asleep, lol. Sorry I woke you up. But I'm glad to have you here. How you doing, Ethan? We went and got our tuxes fitted this morning. Guys, it's been kind of a weirdly crazy day. So yesterday was Black Friday, and the guys and I from Volatile Upgrade, we have our once a year thing where we get together for Black Friday, spend the day together, just hang out, and as usual, it's always a crazy time. So, you know, I'm kind of tired, but I got my tux fitted for my sister-in-law's wedding, so that's up and coming. Then I came home. We did do a lot of relaxing, but I had to do my laundry. I went out and did grocery shopping, and all the while, this was fun. I won a Newegg shuffle recently, and I won the 3070 Ti, a 3070 Ti NVIDIA graphics card, and it was 850 bucks plus a power supply. Fun little thing where it's got to be bundled. And man, I want to finish talking about this first, so bear with me. So I got that 3070 Ti, but $850 is too much for me to want to spend on a graphics card because, you know, bills and car payments and things. So I decided that there was one person I knew who has been complaining about his graphics card for a long time. It was Daniel from Dance Warrior, also from Volatile Upgrade, if you guys remember him. And I'm like, hey Dan, do you want a 3070 Ti? So I sold it to him, and I helped him install it over the phone. That was fun. I was in the store grocery shopping, and I'm like, Daniel, do you know what a SATA connector looks like? It looks like a long, black, skinny connector with just a single hole in it. It doesn't have all those holes. Hi, how are you doing? To the employee as I walk by him, probably looking like a lunatic. So that was fun. A good way to spend 2 hours. But yeah, that was a good day. Retro Record says, it's been so long since I played this game. I got the 3DS remake and never played it. I should probably do that sometime. Lol. I honestly like the 3DS remake. I only played through it once. I think I prefer the Game Boy Advance version, but the 3DS remake is definitely good. I never bothered with the Bowser Jr.'s thing, but it was a good remake, I think. Ross says, I recently did a marathon of all the Mario and Luigi games. Pretty sure Dream Team is the best. I have a soft spot for Bowser's Inside Story, though. Dream Team? I haven't played that in forever. I remember not liking it as much as Superstar Saga and Bowser's Inside Story, but I remember liking it. I especially love the graphics engine. They did a great job with that. Retro Record says, I bought Dream Team and never played that either. I don't remember why. Bowser's Inside Story is goated, by the way. Ross says, what dude are you? You are missing out big time. Get on that. And Retro Record says, used to be my favorite game. Used to be? What's your favorite game now? I know you thought highly of Bowser's Inside Story. It's a good one. Where the heck is everybody? So when we get further in the game and I can, you know, I can play the game without reading a bunch of dialogue, I'll try to be a little bit more responsive on the comments. You're late! What were you doing? I was talking to my fans, Bowser. Leave me alone. We're leaving right now, so get on board and make it snappy. Breath of the Wild. You're a man of good taste. I know it's kind of gotten to be a thing where, you know, people don't think as highly of Breath of the Wild anymore, but gosh, I love that game. I want to play through it again. I was playing through it on my Wii U recently, but... Bowser baddies! I didn't finish it because I'm like, I've got a bunch of other games in my backlog. Oh, and the new Metroid just got announced, so I gotta play through all the Metroid games before Metroid Dread comes out. Ross says, I didn't really get Dream Team when I first played it, but replaying it years later, it's like amazing. I'll have to give it another run through. Obviously, I won't be able to stream it. My computer has a hard time with 3DS emulation, mostly because I have an AMD APU. I don't have a graphics card, and AMD doesn't really like OpenGL, which is what Citra runs on. It'd be nice if Citra supported Vulkan, but I can't expect them to cater to everyone's needs, especially since it's an open source product. Well, whatever, you know, things and stuff. But maybe I'll play it on my own sometime. I did like it. I think I beat it once or twice. Hey, you, stop! Your gnarliness! The baddies have just arrived. Assembly is over here, you blithering idiots! Oh, that's funny. All baddies have assembled. We shall now begin boarding the Koopa Cruiser. Luigi's trying to get away. I love this game's humor so much. Wahahar! Good! Then we can depart. And with an increased head count, too. Excellent! Your filthiness. I love all the names that they give Bowser. Boarding is now complete, except for one deserter. Oh yeah, I finally got Shin Megami Tensei 5 today. Nice, dude. I know you've been looking forward to that, so I hope you enjoy it. What? Move it, you idiots! Initiate cruiser pursuit! Is it Shin Magami or Megami? I think it's Megami. Gosh, I suck. Sadly, it looks like I'm gonna have to play it mostly undocked. Oh, really? Why is that? Does it just perform better in docked mode or something? Or undocked mode? I would doubt that. Maybe. The Switch is hanging on for to dear life trying to run this game. Oh, that sounds about right. Come on, Nintendo. We need the Switch Pro. Shin Megami Tensei 5. More like dumb anime game. Am I right? Oh, jeez, Ross. Hey, you. Down there in the ship's belly. Mario and... What's your name? Green Guy. All the names they give to Green Guy, too. I mean, Luigi. Sorry, Luigi. This is way before the year of Luigi. Mario and Mr. Green Mario Brother Guy. Look alive down there, will you two? We're about to arrive in the Bean Bean Kingdom. Press select to open your suitcase, arrange your stuff, and get ready to roll. Only game I've ever played on my Switch where I can hear the fans. Man. Then report to the deck, pronto. Yeah, we don't need to save yet. There's nothing really happening here. Wait. Hang on. Oh, those guys just teach you about the whole, you know, switching mechanic. I love that, by the way. I'll get a little bit more into that a little later. I can hear the fans when I play Fortnite. Yeah, I play Fortnite, says Ross. Fun game so far, though, says Retro Records. I'm glad to hear that. I did see some of the stuff in that direct. I don't know anything about Shin Megami Tensei, so... Ross says sad face. Oh, it's okay that you play Fortnite. And that you don't like Shin Megami Tensei. Everyone has their taste. I honestly don't think I'll ever play Shin Megami Tensei. Mostly because I'm not really an RPG guy. Except for Mario. Oh yeah, Jeff, now that you've got Ghosts of Tsushima, when do you plan on playing it? I don't know yet. Probably soon, but it'll be off stream. I know it's a longer game, so I doubt I'll be streaming it, but you know what, I'll hang on. There, I finally got Ghost of Tsushima. I got the yeah, I forgot I have the auto brightness turned off on my camera. It's the director's cut. It's the director's cut of Ghost of Tsushima, which has all the DLC included. And I got it for 40 bucks for a Black Friday deal, so that's my Black Friday haul. Why, you've got him right here. He's talking about the passport images. Or the passports. And he's like, wait, there's no pictures here. There aren't any photos! These won't get you into Bean Kingdom. No sir, no way, no how. Don't wig out about it though. If we take your pictures here, you should be just fine. Since the great Bowser has called you to the deck, I'll let you two cut the line. Yep, definitely a very long game, says Ethan. Yeah, Sky was saying I should stream it, and I told her, yeah, it's like a 40-hour game. That'd be like 5 months worth of streams. Ross says, Jeff, you were talking about Ghost of Tsushima before you stopped streaming. How have you only just got it now? I was waiting for a deal, and when did the director's cut come out? No, sorry about the what is going on here? Come on, internet, you can do it. Anyway, I was waiting for a deal to come out, and I was waiting for that deal to be specifically on the director's cut. I wanted to get the DLC included, and I didn't want to spend the extra money. I had that thing a while ago with Horizon Zero Dawn. Come on. With Horizon Zero Dawn, where I got the game at basically full price when it first came out, and then a year later it was 20 bucks with all the DLC included. That was not a good time. I didn't enjoy that. Guys, I'm sorry if this is really choppy. It looks like it's starting to stabilize now. My goodness, come on. I don't know if I want to go until this is sorted itself out. My goodness, come on. Dropping all sorts of frames. Are we good now? We good? Okay. Just stand on that mat there. See it? Right there. Okay, so I gotta figure out what pose to do. You can have different poses for Mario and Luigi on the passport photos, and I forget what the photos or what the poses are. So let's run through here. He tells you not to do it, but listen, when you're getting your picture taken, stand still. Don't go pressing up, down, left, or right on the control pad to hold a pose. Seems good, says Retro Records. Oh, come on. There it goes again. I've never gotten to them both to have the same pose before. I always mistime Luigi. Well, let's see what I can do here. Ah! You next, Mr. Greenstash. I didn't get to see what the other pose was, but... Don't tell me what to do. Say cheep cheep. Sadness, says Ethan. Ah, the frame dropping continues. Man, I don't know what. Come on. Well, I guess I'll just move on and hopefully it goes away. Really sorry about the choppiness, guys. I'm pretty sure it's just my internet. Let me check my task manager. Power usage, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be a CPU issue. Or anything. Yeah, it's definitely an internet issue. That's enjoyable. Gosh. Can we just stabilize now, please? It seems fine now, says Ross. Yep, I be watching a picture with a voiceover. Yeah, that's on my end, Ethan. That's not your internet's fault. Oh, I need to talk to this guy. Hang on. That goes here and this goes there. Working the hold isn't easy, and if you mess up, you have to start all over again. Oh, Mario, it's me, that lost guy. That guy that I told where to go before. I didn't really mention that earlier, but there was a Koopa Troopa that was like, where's the gathering where am I supposed to go? And I'm like, hey, Bowser went that way. He's like, oh, okay. So, hey, thanks for telling me which way to go back in the Mushroom Kingdom. I was kind of panicking, but thanks to you, I was the first one to board the Koopa Cruiser. Here, let me give you this. It's nice to be nice. It is nice to be nice. Valuable life lesson. It's nice to be nice. Except for this barrel. It's in my way, so screw it. Hey, Watch it, you clumsy oafs.
But it's nice to be nice. Stop being mean.
Don't break the Great Bowser's cargo. It's important stuff. The deck? The deck's just up ahead. But before you go there, I need to make sure you won't slow Lord Bowser down. So I'll teach you how to fight as a pair. I know how to fight as a pair, and I want this experience, so let's do it. Want to break the barrel? I always want to break the barrel, dude. It's nice to be nice, Jeff 2021. It is nice to be nice. I don't know what you want me to say. Okay, so I don't really need to explain the mechanics here. Well, I don't need to read the dialogue. I can just explain it without reading this guy's dialogue. You could have just nicely asked that barrel to move. You know what? I guess you're right. I should have been more nice to that barrel. Okay, so basically... Oh, come on. Okay, so Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga brought in an interesting mechanic for these turn-based fights. You can think of Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga as kind of being not a successor, but, well, a successor series to Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars on the Super Nintendo. So this isn't Mario's first foray into turn-based RPGs, but Mario and Luigi kind of switches it up a little bit here. In those ones, in Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars, you had more of a traditional turn-based system. I gotta go power. You know I gotta go power. Come on. Anyway, it had more of a traditional turn-based RPG system where, you know, you launch your attacks at the enemies, then the enemies attack you, and you can kind of block and mitigate the damage if you time the button prompts correctly. Maybe you could nicely tell this tutorial Koopa to shut up!
Sir, can you please let me just play the game?
How was that?
Let me play the game. I know how to play. I've played this game like 20 or 30 times. I know what I'm doing.
Okay. But yeah. You know how traditional RPG games, the battle system goes. You launch your attacks at the enemy, and then the enemy attacks you. And you can, in some of the RPG games, why am I getting so unlucky? In some RPGs, you can sort of mitigate the damage, but that's pretty much it. Mario and Luigi here introduces kind of a mechanic of, you know, jumping or doing some other sort of counterattack when the enemy comes at you. So if you know what you're doing and, you know, you're really skilled, you could beat the game without taking any damage, technically. Like, you can dodge every attack or counterattack in some way, and I love that. It kind of makes it feel more action-y. And the same kind of thing for the attacks. Like, you time the attacks just like you did in Mario RPG. You have like a sort of timing for your attacks to make them more effective. And I think that's great. It keeps me more engaged. I love the system of, you know, these action commands and the counterattacks. It seems very not exactly traditional, but I'm not a big fan of traditional RPGs, so I really like this. Action RPGs or turn-based with some action elements like this, that's when I enjoy an RPG. So, and there's more stuff later that makes it more engaging for me. We'll happen across that later. Your rancidness. We will soon pass over the border between the Mushroom and Bean Bean Kingdoms. Nice work. You can go back below decks now. And Luigi, what's up? What's with all the hoopla? Roar, now what? Or what now? I also don't have dyslexia, I don't think. Ross says, actually, you're forced to get hit and sent to 1 HP in the final battle. I mean, that's true. I mean, that's more of like, you know, die in the battle, win in the cutscene sort of thing, but yeah, I get your point. Like, yeah. Yeah, but that's a good point. Who would have thought you'd catch up to the Great Cackletta in even 100 million years? You're the fiend who stole Princess Peach's voice. How dare you pull off such a cool evil plan? That's my job. Though that's kind of a cutscene, says Ross. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I dare. And now I'm going straight back to the Bean Bean Kingdom so my next plan can take root. I have no time to chat with the likes of you. Fawful, take care of this. Grrr, hold it. I am the Great Cackletta's most best pupil, who is named Fawful. I am here, laughing at you. Gosh, I love this guy. Fawful's so great. Just the way he talks is hilarious. Hilarious. If you are giving us the chase just to get your silly princess's voice, then you're idiots of foolishness. I forgot about this game's final boss. Never would have expected such a hard boss for a Mario game, says Retro Records. Yeah, I remember the first time I tried to fight that final boss. Oh, it took me forever. Multiple tries, and it was a long fight. But, you know, nowadays, well, the last time I played it, I just wrecked the final boss. Princess Peach's sweet voice will soon be the bread that makes the sandwich of Cackletta's desires. Mustard of your doom, says Ross. One of the most memorable Fawful quotes. Mustard of your doom. And this battle shall be the delicious mustard on that bread. The mustard of your doom! Ethan says, yeah, he talks hilariously. He does. I love this guy. Next, it is the turn of you! He speaks in such broken English. It's so wonderful. Think rat! So, most of these fights, I'm pretty much gonna know exactly what to do, but I don't wanna dodge this nut's attacks. Yes, I do, but I don't need you to tell me how. Have it your way. Think rat! But each of these enemies have a tell as to, like, you know, who they're gonna attack. Seeing as Mario and Luigi, have your readiness for this? Seeing as you have Mario and Luigi here who can both act individually and dodge, have your readiness for this? Dodge attacks on their own terms and everything, on their own timings. The bosses have a tell for who they're attacking and how they're attacking. Now is when I ram you! Like, you probably noticed that the text that he was talking with in the previous phase of the fight, he was going, think rat! And the words were colored differently. That told you who he was fighting, who he was gonna fire at. Erg, how could think rats like you beat such an awful nasty as me? Headgear! He just has like a backup headgear. I love that. I have fury! Another one of his memorable quotes. Bah! Now is when the talking stops. I do not have time to stop and smell foul roses such as you. One fell swoop is the way I will deal with you, fink rats. Yeah. You know, that attack there probably would have just, you know, dinged up the floor a little bit, but, you know, we'll pretend that could take down this entire ship. Sure. General Starshade, a massive explosion has been sighted. Just press A and B at the same time like me to cheat, says Ross. I like to go with a little bit more finesse than that, but yeah. There are some enemies. I will give you credit. There are some enemies it's a little difficult. Bean Borderland. Oh, that reminds me. I should have picked up Borderlands. I've got Borderlands 2, but I don't have Borderlands 1. And I don't want to play 2 until I've played 1. I don't know why I bought Borderlands. I'm probably not gonna get time to play that game. Do. Oh yeah. Okay, well, we don't want to go through all that again, so... I mean, not that I'm worried about dying. I should be just fine. Oh, man. This is a nostalgia trip. Oh, I should talk to some of these guys. There's some funny things they have to say. Cooper Cruiser, we haven't finished paying it off. And yeah, those guys don't say anything too funny. They're just like, oh, go help Bowser. And I'm like, no funniness. Well, talk about a nice surprise. Check it out, bro. The music, though, says Ross. The music is pretty good in this game. It looks like the famous Mario Bros have arrived. Man, that really brings back the memories, doesn't it? Good times, good times. Who are you guys? So what's up, Brothers M? Are you two heading off on a journey together? Oh, so you probably want us to let you pass, huh? Yeah, well, I'm sure you guys know this is the border of the Mushroom Kingdom. That's right, it's the border, and since we're the border security, we can't let you in until you do some jumping worthy of the Mario name. They're encouraging me to hop the border, guys. That's illegal. Want to do the border jump? Yeah, I do. I mean, it's illegal, but let's do it. I mean, technically, I have my passport, so I guess it's not really illegal. It's not like I'm immigrating, I'm just visiting. Man, I suck. Meow, meow. Meow, meow. Wow, wow. Okay. So, that took a little bit more of my, focus than I wanted to admit. Also, that's a nice touch. Well, I have successfully hopped the border. Okay, let's go hop the border some more. We'll get some teehee beans. I'll explain the beans later. You ready to try the infamous Border Jump 2 challenge? Infamous Border Jump 2 challenge. Let's do it. I love the names of these challenges, by the way. They're a reference to the Super Mario Bros. Games. It's pretty great. Don't you do it. You mini pants! Ow. Don't do it. So much for finesse, huh? Gosh. Yow. Hey, I did it. This just reminded me that I still haven't gotten the jump rope moon in Odyssey. That one's a pain. One of the 5 moons I haven't gotten. Hey, 5 ain't bad. You can do it. I believe in you. What are the other 4? I was just playing a little bit of Mario Odyssey recently, just because Adam was here and he's like, you know, I'd like to watch you play some Mario Odyssey. I like that game. I'm like, I was just thinking, really? Okay, I mean, it's a good game, but I'm surprised you want to watch me play that. Maybe for old time's sake. Super Border Jump Challenge. Oh, yeah. Yeah, super illegality. Alright, I'm gonna go to bed, says Ross. Well, Ross, thank you very much for joining the stream. Sorry, I can't look at the camera at the moment, but yeah, thank you for joining the stream. It was honestly a really pleasant surprise to see you in the chat, so thanks again for tuning in. Hopefully I'll start a little earlier next time. I don't know how much that's gonna affect your ability to join, but yeah. Don't destroy your sleeping schedule on account of me. Just join whenever you want. And we're in the Discord, so feel free to chat. See you, Ross. Thanks for tuning in. Retro Record says, no idea what they are or where they are. That's why I haven't gotten them. Fair enough. I feel like there were a couple that... I mean, the game has a pretty decent hint system that you don't have to go to a walkthrough for. There's like a toad that'll tell you like where on the map. Super Border Jump Sunshine, that's wonderful. There's a bird that'll show you, no, a toad that'll show you where the star is on the map, and a bird that'll tell you like a hint for it. So that's nice, you could always look into that. There are a few of those moons where you have to look at pictures in a different level and find where it is based off of that. Oh, those were fun. I think I had to look up a couple of those, to be honest. Wah! I'm getting some tee beans. Or they might just call them he beans. He beans. So tricky! Stop it! You're hurting my brain. Wow. Quit it. No! Game over. Yes, I want to try again. Please, I beg of you. Let me win this time. I want to win. I want to cross the border. I'm just like hopping the border over and over again. That's hilarious. PB&J says hi. Hey PB&J. Welcome to the stream, dude. Welcome to Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Oh man, I was that close? Oh. Alright. There's one final one. One final challenge, and we are going to do it. I hate to take this extra time to just go for the he beans, but you know, may as well. I mean, it doesn't take that long. And I'll be at a better spot when we get later in the game. First time I tried escaping from a battle in Shin Megami Tensei. I'm gonna pronounce that right one of these times. Shin Megami Tensei 5. It had a 69% chance of working, and it failed. I mean, yeah, I mean, there's still that 31%. I'm so lucky, says Retro Records. Well, that's unfortunate. I don't want to play these. I want to do the complete border jump. You know, now that I'm thinking of it, I wonder. Sorry, I gotta collect my thoughts. I wonder if these guys having a complete border jump made fans speculate on the game. Like, or made fans of the game speculate, hey, does that mean that there's gonna be like a collection of the Mario games? You know, the complete Mario thing? Like, I wasn't really in tune with all that back in 2002 when this game came out. And I don't think I even got this game until... Oh, gosh, when was it? When did I get this game? I don't remember. Like, 2004 or 5, probably. I was always a little bit behind the curve. I mean, I know I played this on my Game Boy Advance. Meow. Am I gonna ace the complete border challenge? Nope. That's a solid nope. 100% nope, actually. No, stop it. Stop it. Okay, here we go. We're on the final portion. No! Don't let this be the one I lose. No! Don't you do it. Stop it. Wow, wow. Oh no. My goodness. Hyper-focus mode. Okay, I win. PB&J says, what game is you playing? I is playing Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga for the Game Boy Advance. One of, if not my absolute favorite Game Boy Advance game ever. And there's a good selection of Game Boy Advance games, but I played this one so many times as a kid. Big nostalgia for this one. And I just think it's great. Hold up, bros. Ethan says, yep, 100%. No! Since we've been on duty, you two are the first people ever to cross our border. I mean, ever. Well, you don't like visitors? We've got to commemorate this occasion by giving you this. I got a Bean map. As long... excuse me. My goodness. As long as you have a map, you'll feel safer in foreign lands, right? Press select to view the map. Okay, that is one thing I like about this game. And honestly, I feel like most of the Mario and Luigi games did this. They take place, this one at least, takes place outside of Bean Kingdom. Sorry, outside of the Mushroom Kingdom. It journeys off to a foreign land, and it gives the devs much more freedom to really explore, like, different horizons. You know, I shouldn't be fighting these guys yet. There's a reason why, and I'll let you know here in a second. Lucky! I shouldn't be fighting these guys yet. But yeah, it kind of lets the developers, you know, get creative with the lands, and they do. They got creative. Most Mario games, most mainline Mario games, especially like the new Mario and Luigi series, tend to go with like grasslands, desert, snowy place, jungle place, lava, and Bowser's place. There's little to no variation in a lot of the mainline Mario games, and games like this let them get creative with the different settings the Mario Bros find themselves in, and I do appreciate that. Hey, Mario, great timing. I could use a hand. I kinda stuck. Look, keep your diet jokes to yourself. They're not funny. Just get me out of here. Hey, I can't talk. I just had some pumpkin pie before starting the stream.
Why, could it be that Bowser, the great Koopa King, has fallen into my cannon? Yuck! How amusing.
Who dares speak to me so?
Yuck, yuck, yuck. I am Tolstar, the great and famed king of Stardust Fields.
Great kingdom you've got here, guy.
I've heard tales of you, but you aren't very impressive in person. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Yuck, yuck.
Ugh, this is hurting my throat.
If you want me to get him out of there, little people, you must pay in coins. I will set him free for all of your coins. And I'll even keep this most embarrassing incident a secret.
What? That's not fair.
They're so expressive, I love it. Pardon me, I'm not sure I heard you correctly just now. You'll give me all 115 of your coins? Why, these are Mushroom Kingdom coins, aren't they? This is the Bean Kingdom. I suppose I'll have to calculate their value in the local currency. Let's see, at today's exchange rate, 115 mushroom coins are worth 10 bean coins. Well, sorry, but for only 10 coins, I can't guarantee the secret won't slip out. Yes, that means I'll need an additional 100 bean coins. Go find them in Stardust Fields and bring them back to me. Then I'll help your Koopa King.
Gosh, Peach, you gotta get that inflation under control. What gives, man? Like, the Mushroom Kingdom coins are worth like nothing. What are you doing with your economy? Okay, so now I basically just have to go around the Stardust Fields and get more coins. So let's do that. Something I should probably bring up before I get too far into this is that I have a tendency to pretty much anything that's on screen, be it in Zelda games or especially RPGs like this, I will kill everything on the screen for the experience and the coins, and in the case of Zelda, the collectibles and items that come from those enemies. It's just something I tend to do. So if you get tired of me like fighting all the guys that I really don't need to unnecessarily, just let me know. It's that habit that I have. At a certain point in the game, oh, I forgot that one was, yeah. At a certain point in the game, I feel like, you know, I don't really need to fight all the guys anymore, especially when you get late game. They're just not worth fighting anymore. Then I'll start skipping them. But for now, I'm gonna fight every enemy I see. Get him, Luigi. That was a mistake. Get him, Luigi. But I guess this is kind of just the whole grinding thing in RPGs. I tend to do that because I don't know, like, I like the experience and I have fun with these fights, so Gosh dang it, I am getting so unlucky with these rolls. Whatever, like, I'm good enough at the game. I gotta really keep that ego under control. Wow. I'm decent enough at the game. I should be fine with not the greatest stats. And I can work on those later. So let's kill this guy. Wow. Do. So, like I said earlier, I pretty much know this game like the back of my hand. And I'm gonna know pretty much all of the enemy patterns. I'm gonna know where pretty much everything is. I hope that this will still be a fun series to watch. But I'm sorry if it's boring that I don't know where everything, or that I know where everything is. There's not really a lot of surprise going on here. Yeah. There's not really much I can do about that, so sorry. Syrup? That's a weird Mario collectible. Or item. Check those guys out. Look at those smiles. Huh. Sergeant Starshade, the shooting stars we just witnessed were an alien bombardment. Perhaps. In the name of the Starshade Bros, we will find the alien scum. They will rue the day. General Starshade, sir, I have confirmed the presence of a suspicious unknown entity. It is a vivid green color that pierces the eye. I love this. Yes, sighting confirmed. However, I see not green, but red. Urgent. Pursue additional visual contact immediately. Huh? And this is where we learn about Bros moves. Oh, this part's funny. Very funny. Jeff, how dare you just incorrectly pronounce syrup. Sorry. Syrup. 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 Oh, incredible. It is none other than Mario from the Mushroom Kingdom. Luigi sighting confirmed. Sergeant Starshade. Change the mission objective. Obtain autographs. Stat! I see. Incredible. To think Princess Peach's lovely voice is in the hands of some vile enemy. Her voice must be recovered no matter what it takes. Priority 1, Sergeant Starshade. Sergeant Starshade. Sergeant Starshade. There it is. We must provide as much field support as we can. Very well. We Starshade Bros will teach you the secrets of Bros action. Master Mario, Master Luigi, Special Bros action training shall commence immediately. Are you ready to undergo training? Heck yeah, I am. Okay, I'm not gonna read through all the dialogue here. I'm basically just gonna skip through it. But basically what happens here is in the overworld, and actually this does affect the battles later on too. Not too much later, we'll figure it out here in a few minutes. No, I don't require another explanation. But Mario and Luigi move together as a pair. And you may have noticed that we can switch places. And that kind of seemed meaningless before, but now we've got these Bros moves. And you can do different Bros moves or different moves in general depending on who's in front. You pronounce it like Srup. Srup! But you can perform different moves and Bros moves. Serenity says, hello, my phone was dead, so I had to wait for it to charge. Also, where is Skylar? Skylar is sleeping. Skylar is tired. And understandably so. It is 11:30. Yeah, I'm ready to return. But, yeah, that's one thing I really love about this game that later games don't do. Starting with the very next game, Mario and Luigi can't switch spots. And I think that's a darn shame, because I love this mechanic. And I'm glad they brought it back for the remake and didn't just be like, oh, no, you can't do that. You gotta do all your moves with Mario in front. Like, I get that it kind of made it a little bit more complicated, but, oh, I love it so much. It's so cool. And like I said, I am glad that they brought it back for the remake, so. Take this! Oh, that's awkward. Oh, no. Well, sorry, Luigi. You're gonna take a bit of damage here. Bwop. Man, my no damage run has been ruined. Absolutely ruined. Not that I was going for a no damage run. That'd be insane. I mean, I did say earlier that you can beat this game without taking damage, but I'm not that much of a pro. I'm pretty good at this game, but I'm not that much of a pro. Oh, I just realized, the bros moves have been unlocked in battle. Hopefully I can use that, and I'll show you. Well, maybe I won't use it just yet. We do have a tutorial coming up that'll tell us exactly how that works. So I'll just wait until then. Take this. Oh, another quick thing. I'm talking so much. But, there's this level up system. I've leveled up a couple of times now. And, when you level up, Mario and Luigi, have buffs to their stats. Or get to, their stats go up. Their health, their bros points, which I'll explain a little later. Defense, attack, speed, and stash. I guess next time I level up, I'll explain the stats. But then there's one stat that, you can choose a stat to add some additional points to. And, yeah, there's that additional stat that you can add points to, like, kind of customize how your characters are progressing. Usually I like to increase my attack, because I usually dodge really well. So it just makes more sense for me to put more resources into my attack. But if you keep piling on the stat points to one specific stat and don't take a break, then, you know, like you saw that counter that goes down where, you know, it adds a number of points depending on where the counter goes. Like, I've gotten 1 for each of the stats, which has been upsetting. But you can get up to 5 extra points, which is huge. But if you continuously just repeatedly put in points to a certain trait or a certain stat, those numbers go lower and lower to the point where you're most likely just gonna get a 1. So you gotta vary it up a little bit. Serenity says, I have a cold. Ah! It used to be a sore throat and a runny nose, but now it is just a runny nose. I think I have used 10,000 tissues. That is unfortunate. I'm sorry you have a cold. There's a new attack command called Bros Attack. Here it is. So we just learned those Bros moves out in the world, but this is why this is the majority of the reason that I prefer Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga over any of the others in the series, because of these Bros attacks. I love these. So let's do it. Splash attack. So they're a combination they're an attack that combines Mario and Luigi and does this nice flashy combo attack with some button prompts, as you can see. So we'll press the button, Mario jumps off of Luigi, and he hovers in midair. Ethan says, yeah, I hope I don't get sick. You most likely will. But at least it's just a cold. This time, check the timing and press the buttons on your own. So then Luigi jumps up with him. And then they pile drive the enemy. Like so. Wow! For a lot of damage. Oh, I love it. And you get unlockable ones. You do. But whenever you learn a new Bros move out in the overworld, like mode 2 is without slow motion, 3 is without button icons. Okay, let's do it. Yep, that's what I was just about to say, but I probably will. Lol. Anytime you unlock a new bros move out in the overworld, you unlock a new bros attack. And the more you use a bros attack, the more like an experience gauge fills up. It doesn't really show it. It's kind of invisible. It's very much invisible. It doesn't actually show you an experience gauge of any kind for the bros attacks. Come on. But when you do them enough, you'll unlock what's called an advanced version of the move, which, well, lets you do an advanced version of the move. So why don't we go ahead and take these guys out with a bros attack, just for the fun of it. Hang on. Oops. But sometimes you screw up, and it has some funny animations. No! Like that. Okay, I gotta get used to those again. We're gonna do it again. We're doing it again. Take that. Gosh, I love the bros moves. They're so satisfying. Anyone who watched my Metroid Dread my Metroid Dread stream, you know that satisfying is one of my favorite words to describe that game, and I'm gonna be using it here some. Serenity says, Daddy got me a new pack on The Sims 4. Lets you be a vampire. Okay. I mean, I guess that kind of sounds fun. I'm not big into The Sims, so I can't really say either way. But I hope you have fun with it. Alright, let's take these guys out with some bros moves again. It's just the most efficient way to do things. Okay. And I am gonna have to use some syrup here. Excuse me, syrup. That's what the syrup is for, by the way. It refills your bros points. Like those bros moves in combat. They are... Wow, there we go. Those bros moves in combat, they're a very powerful move, but they don't come for free. You have to use your bros points, and the way to replenish those bros points is to use a syrup bottle. That's how you have to refill your bros points. Gosh, there's a bug down there. I'm gonna get him. So you can't use your bros moves like repeatedly. You gotta kind of ration out when you're gonna use them. Unless you just want to keep buying syrup bottles or something. Gosh, dang it. Now, I did kind of gloss over the fact that there are 3 different kind of modes for the bros moves. Basically, oh my goodness. Depending on your proficiency with the move, you can turn the difficulty of them up or down. Like when you're first learning the move, it's helpful to have them on level 1, which uses more bros points. But it shows you like the button prompts and slows time when you need to hit a button. So that helps you learn the move. And then if you get more proficient with it, you can turn up the level to level 2, which does not slow time, and then level 3, which doesn't have button prompts, or other way around maybe, I don't remember. But yeah, when you do that, it makes the move more difficult to pull off, but it also uses less syrup, less bros points. So basically just get good, and you won't need as much syrup. I like a lot of syrup on my pancakes, but man, syrup's expensive. Especially the maple kind. Like the actual real maple syrup. Gosh, I really am a completionist when it comes to this game. I just want to get everything, dude. want all the coins. I see you made sure to say syrup correctly this time, says Ethan. I don't know what it is. So, for anyone who's not in the know, which is pretty much anyone that I don't know in real life, I spoke to Ethan and Steve this last week about the pronunciation of the word syrup. I know a lot of people pronounce it as syrup, including myself earlier in the stream. And I don't know why anyone pronounces it syrup, other than the fact that it's, you know, just everybody does, so that's just how we say it. But the word syrup is spelled S-Y-R-U-P. Yet we pronounce it like it's spelled S-U-R-U-P, syrup. And that is not the correct pronunciation of the word syrup. It's kind of like the word mischievous, where a lot of people pronounce it incorrectly because that's kind of just how everyone says it, you know? Like, everyone says it mischievous, but the actual word is mischievous. And it's kind of just like, you know, that's how we've always heard it pronounced, that's how we're gonna say it. And syrup is... There it is again. Syrup is one of those words. So I'm gonna challenge myself, and anytime I say syrup, or anytime I see the word syrup, I need to make sure to pronounce it syrup, not syrup. So there you go. There's your English lesson for the day, kids. Make sure you took notes. English language is weird. End of notes. Alright, so I have some syrup. I needed that because we're about to have a boss fight here. Spoiler alert for the next, like, 3 seconds.
Nyek. Let's see here. You now have 151 coins. Nyek. It took you long enough, but well done. I'll just be taking those coins now.
Finally, let me out of here.
Huh? You want out? You want me to help you? Who said I'd do that?
I'm pretty sure you did.
You welcher! Nyek, nyek, nyek. Nyek, nyek. You're not in the Mushroom Kingdom anymore. Outsiders be gone!
Alright, boss fight time. You know what that means. Lots and lots of bros attacks. Okay, so this is where the tells kind of get less obvious. Hang on. Ethan says, Jeff challenges himself to pronouncing words correctly. What's the reward? Higher self-esteem. That's right. That's right. Higher self-esteem. I could kind of use that. So this is where the tells for enemies start to get a little less obvious. Like when he laughs like that, you don't have to jump over the spike ball because it's just gonna bounce over you. And the hand that he's throwing the spike ball with will let you know who he's attacking. By the way, I don't really plan to always explain the enemy tells here. I just thought it would be good for the first stream to kind of get you guys familiar with how this game works. Not bad. Not bad at all. But how about this? Finally, he attacked Luigi. He attacked Luigi. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. It says Serenity. Okay, so I'm out of syrup. I'm out of bros moves. I mean, technically I could refill up. I do have one last syrup bottle. Well, I guess he just made up that decision for me. There are some Mario and Luigi games where you refill up on the, Oh, I was gonna explain these stats! No! Alright, let's explain them here. So, you've got HP, which is your health. BP, which is your bros points, which are used to do the bros attacks, as I previously talked about. Power and defense, those are pretty obvious. Speed, that determines your turn order. If your speed is lower than the enemy's, then the enemy goes first. But if your speed is higher than theirs, you go first. And if Mario's speed is higher than Luigi's, Mario goes first, and vice versa. And Stash does a couple of weird things. So you probably saw how I sometimes get lucky hits. That depends on your stash points. The higher your stash points, the higher percentage chance you'll get a lucky hit. And in shops, there are shops in this game, it also gives you a better sale on the items in the shop. I keep getting these ones! Ethan says, you know what I think is hilarious is the fact that we think it's funny to say words incorrectly, and then other times we challenge ourselves to say the word super correctly. That is a kind of funny inconsistency. No! Grrr! Mario Green Stash! You gotta get Princess Peach's voices back! It's all up to you. I said voices, didn't I? All the voices inside Princess Peach's head. She's got a little loopy. Alright. One thing that's also readily apparent is that Bowser is not the main antagonist for this game. The main antagonist is Cackletta. There's a bit of a, turn of events later in the game. Time for peanut butter and jelly. Get that PB&J, Mr. PB&J. Are we going for a 3-foot PB&J this time? But yeah, there's an interesting turn of events that I won't spoil yet. It'll probably happen in episode 3 or 4. But yeah, Bowser is not the main antagonist for this game. We found you at last, you scum. What have you done with Prince Peasley? Yes, there was no mistake. You kidnapped Prince Peasley. We have witness. Now confess, villains. I gotta get some water. I've been talking too much. Or just the right amount. What's that? You say you're Mario and Luigi? Lies! Bald-faced lies! The superstars of the Mushroom Kingdom would never come here. Yeah, they're not lying. They say they've come here chasing someone called Cackletta, and they're really, really tough. Oh dear, oh my, oh boy! Pardon us, sir, so sorry. See, our kingdom's Prince Peasley was kidnapped by something. Or so recent reports out of Hoo Hoo Village claim. Oh yeah, starting from this point onward, but by the way, all the names of the regions of the Bean Bean Kingdom are named after laughs, or some sorts of laughs. The Hoo Hoo Village, that's the kind of laugh we're looking at. But there's a lot of different types of laughs, and this game really takes advantage of that. I don't know why exactly this game is so smile-based and laugh-based, but I kind of love it. We have been looking for any signs of the perpetrator. According to eyewitness accounts, the prince's kidnapper wore an odd helmet and spoke of mustard and fink rats. That is all we have to go on. That's a great description for Fawful. If you come across anything, please let us know. Reopen the investigation. So, a weird fellow who wore a helmet and spoke of mustard and fink rats. Where is he? Where'd he go? Oh, also, let's go up and talk to the construction guys quick. There's a funny thing here where these guys are working on a bridge. Make sure that I don't go into the next area before I'm supposed to. The bridge is broken, so we're repairing it. Go talk to the villagers for a while and come back. You can't climb the mountain until the bridge is fixed. He says the same thing. Soldiers come to town. Blablanadon fails to return. The bridge suddenly breaks. I have a bad feeling about this. There could be something awful happening up the mountain. So I still haven't figured out what really triggers the construction being done. I thought it would be talking to... Well, I'll explain it in a minute. I'm getting ahead of myself. There he is. There he is. Get back, Prince Peasley! you, Fink Rat. Nyergak!
You again! You are the pair of fink rats that swooped in with the Bowser that I hate!
I love Fawful.
Oomph, I say to you, while I was busy with Peasley, you have been catching me. I have fury. But Cackletta has already begun smearing the butter on her next tasty plan over Bean Bean Castle. Since you two cannot make it in time, I say to you that it is better never than late. So here is your halting place. I have fury. Since you will not be shattering the stone, I laugh at you trying to climb down this mountain.
Gosh, I love how he talks. He's so funny. Okay, so I could just go and talk to people just for the sake of talking to people, but I know exactly where I'm supposed to go. So let's just go there. This is the last stone. Now we show the true spirit of the Hammerhead Bros. This stone's our last shot. Horse, this stone just ain't gonna do it. We can't make hammers no more.
What do you two think you're staring at?
Huh? What? You want us to make you a hammer? Hey, I know these two dudes. They're Mario and Luigi from the Mushroom Kingdom, the Jumpin' Hammer Kings. Yeah, you're so right, Sledge. I remember these guys. Hey, we forgot our hammers at home. Can we have one? Why are a couple of celebrities like you bumming around this place looking for a hammer? Oh, hey, look, you don't have to tell us. We fully understand. Our lips are completely sealed. We'll just make what you need. We're professionals, after all. That's right, pros all the way. Excuse me. But the thing is, in order to make hammers, we need hoo-hoo blocks from the mountaintop. And since Blablanodon suddenly stops coming down here, we can't get up to the summit. Hoo-hoo blocks are hard stones. Hammers made from those things can break anything. We want to climb the mountain to get more hoo-hoo blocks, but we can't jump well enough to do it. Hey, I can. Huh? Oh yeah, what was I thinking? You guys are jumping pros, ain't you? So are you saying you could go to the top of the mountain and get us some hoo-hoo blocks? Yeah, that's what my jump means. Yeah. That would really hook us up. If you get us some hoo-hoo blocks, we'll make you a special hammer. You scratch our back, bros, and we'll scratch yours. Yeah, I want a hammer. Gimme. Okay, so construction is done. Like I said, or like I was about to say, I'm not sure exactly what triggers those guys to be done with their construction. I think it's supposed to be talking to the Hammerhead Pros, but that's not always how it works. So I think it's just a matter of how many people you talk to. Bean dude! I should probably increase Luigi's speed. Anyway, I feel like maybe it depends on how many people you've talked to, because they tell you go talk to some people and come back in a bit. So maybe since I talked to all 4 of those construction workers, that kind of counted? I don't know, but I'm just glad that we got to go up to the mountaintop already. We're already encountering some new enemies. Obviously, I'm not having a hard time at all with them. I can play this game, well, not blindfolded, but I know this game like the back of my hand. This game holds no secrets from me. So this, like I said, this might end up being kind of a boring playthrough to watch, just because I know this game so well. It's not a flex, by the way. Just finished making the sandwich, says PB&J. And how did you make this peanut butter and jelly sandwich today, good sir? I am curious, let me know. What sort of twist did we add to it? Oh, PB&J, I don't know why I didn't think to ask you this before, but usually peanut butter and jellies are peanut butter on one slice of bread and jelly on the other. But years ago, I don't remember when, but years ago, they came out with this peanut butter and jelly kind of twist stuff. Like it's peanut butter and jelly swirled into one can. What is your thought on that? Is that a sham and kind of a mockery of what makes a peanut butter and jelly a peanut butter and jelly? Or do you think it's an acceptable substitute? I don't really have a strong opinion on it, but you know, you being PB&J, I'm sure you do, so I'm curious. Ah, a Dry Bones. Actually, I think his name is Dry Bones. Meow. Yeah, his name is Dry Bones. Let's take out Beanie. I love that his name is Beanie. What? Oh, I forgot that I can't whip my hair back and forth anymore. It is acceptable, says PB&J. I will have to keep that in mind. PB&J declares it to be acceptable. I don't know if it's more cost efficient to go with that or... Oh no, I got damaged twice! How dare I kill you for that? I don't know if it would be more cost effective to go with a jar of peanut butter and a jar of jelly, like the store brand, or go with that sort of peanut butter and jelly twist stuff. Because on one hand, I'm sure the PB&J twist stuff is more expensive, but on the other, you're only buying one can of stuff. But on the other hand, you're using it twice as fast because this is just one jar and that one jar is the same size. Oh, it's a balancing act. And I don't know where the balance is. When will the balance be restored to the force of PB&Js? When will this mystery be solved? And does it really matter at the end of the day? Am I thinking about this too much? Too hard? I don't know. Now that I think of it, I don't know if I've ever had that stuff. I know of its existence, but I don't know if I've ever had it. No, I'm taking so much damage. Why do I suck? In some of the Mario and Luigi games, I think leveling up heals you. Let's increase... You know what? Why don't we increase my defense? I'm taking a lot of damage here, so... Why don't we increase that? Yeah, no. This isn't one of those games where leveling up heals you. I don't know which game I'm thinking of, but I know there are some that do that. Let's take that guy out. He's been a source of many problems. He's been a problem child. What game is it that I'm thinking of? I haven't had it either, but it sounds good, says Peanut Butter and Jelly. Well, you know what, PB&J? There's your homework assignment. Try that at your next available opportunity, and let me know what you think of it. I'm curious. Heck, maybe we'll try it when we run out of peanut butter and jelly. And maybe we'll report our findings to you. It won't be for a while, though. We tend to get the big jars of peanut butter. What do I increase here? Let's increase Luigi's speed. I'm getting really unlucky with these rolls. What are you? I don't know, but there's water over here. I know what I'm supposed to do with it, but I don't know what it is. Let's do it. Syrup. Okay, so what you're supposed to do is fill Mario up like a camel here, and then jump on his head and have him spit out water. That's disgusting. And we tell JJ not to do that all the time, but for the sake of progression, we have to. We have to do it. We have to spit water on our foes, and they die not from the damage that it causes, but going, ew! That's why they die. They die from pure gross-outedness. I'm just spitting water on them, and they're just like, Run, it's disgusting. Or, I guess, curl up and die. It's disgusting. That was a lot of coinas.
Oh no! Oh no!
Get him! Good job, Luigi. See, this is the thing Ethan was talking about. We think it's hilarious to mispronounce things, and then we start talking like, hey, everybody pronounces the word syrup wrong. Why? Why do we all suck at pronouncing the word syrup? It's such an inconsistent thing. Oh wait, it might be fighting bosses that restores health and syrup. Or bros points. Yeah, that's what it is. I knew I was thinking of something that restored health without me having to use items, because I rarely used items in this game. And now it's starting to look like I should use a mushroom. I'm thinking that I will. I've got 25 of them. So why don't we go ahead and use some of those? Jumping on them. Jump on it. Jump on it. I don't know why that results in a tornado. I'm not exactly sure. No, don't do. I love that animation. He's like. Ah! Oh, I forgot to mention that little tidbit. Jeepers, I suck at the timing on that. I will get that. But when you jump on an enemy, you get the first hit on them. If an enemy hits you from behind, or like if I have Mario jumping up in the air, and the enemy hits Luigi, your character ends up just laying on the ground for, well, until his first turn. And sometimes the enemies will move before you based on the speed of Mario and Luigi, like I was describing earlier. And you can't dodge, you can't do any sort of counterattack when you're on the ground like that. So, yeah, be carefuls. Be carefulsies. Okay. Now I can use my water camel cannon thing in peace. Let me spit water on you. No! Give me that tornado. And again, I'm not sure why that results in a tornado, but it does. Just accept it. Yeah. All right. Now we can use that water and spit on that thing. It's always a good time. So I'm not sure what this is for. I feel like I really don't know what this thing is for over here. Like, you would think that it would be like a hidden secret or something, but there's nothing there. I'm really not sure what that's for. Let's kill you. Well, that was blunt. Blop. There we go. I'm starting to get these timings again. I'm a little rusty, not gonna lie. Normally, I would not have to use a mushroom, but I did this time. I'm embarrassed. I haven't even gotten to a boss yet, or the boss of this area, so I'm embarrassed. There is a boss in this area, though. If we lived in a world where we could have one superpower, what would you choose? That's a good question. And I feel like that's a pretty substantial question. I don't want to go with something boring like flight or superhuman strength or anything like that, because that's like, well, of course you would. Of course you would want superhuman strength or the ability to fly. I've got to come up with something a little more interesting. How about this? The ability to read a passage of instruction once and mastering that ability. I know that sounds a little bit boring, but I could read through my whole cookbook and be a master chef of those things. Or I could read a karate manual and just be a master martial artist. You know, those sorts of things. That would be awesome. That would be a good power to have. Ah, travelers, I am Huhuros, the ancient weapon of the Huhu civilization. Can you spot the mistake in their grammar? I am Huhuros. Dot. Start new sentence. The ancient weapon of the Huhu civilization. There's not a predicate in the third sentence there. It's an incomplete sentence. It should say, I am Huhuros, comma, the ancient weapon of the Huhu civilization. I don't know why. I'm just enjoying being the grammar guy tonight. If everyone could fly, there would be no need for cars, and that would solve a lot of problems, says Retro Records. I mean, that is definitely a solid point. Flying cars. Ooh, teleportation. That's a fun one. Like, I could wake up in the morning, look at my alarm clock, it says 7:55, and I go, oh crud, I'm gonna be late to work. Get up, throw on my clothes, get myself ready, teleport to work. I'm there on time. That would be a fun one. Beyond this point, the path grows even crueler. You must prove yourselves up to the challenge. Dare you try this challenge? I would. You must start now, and you must catch 10 Ho-Ho spirits within 30 seconds. Do not fall off the ledges, or you fail. Oh, I failed. Yes, I would like to take the challenge again. That is quite forgiving. I respect you, game. I respect you for that. Okay. This is actually taking me a lot longer than I expected that it would. Probably because each time they put the symbol on the opposite side from me. There we go. You have cleared the challenge. You must defeat me. Let's fight. Round 1. Fight. Let us begin. Okay. Peanut Butter and Jelly says, I would choose making peanut butter and jelly shoot out of my hands, and it can be any kind of peanut butter and jelly I want. That sounds like an interesting ability. Have a PB&J when you want. Anytime you want. Hey, you hungry? I'll make you a PB&J. There you go. Uh-oh, I should probably focus on dodging this guy's attacks. Alright. So this guy will hide under the columns, and then you won't be able to attack him. So what you should do is you should destroy the column before he moves over there. And then you can just keep piling on the bros moves. That was always my strategy here on this boss. He's more of a mini boss, really. Okay, let's kill him. I love the bros moves so much. Like, I think they're a great addition to the RPG sort of mechanic. Like, and it's very suiting for, whoa. Hey, what you doing? What you do? What you do? it's a great addition to the sort of RPG mechanics. Making this an action RPG. I don't know how to really put it into words, but I love it. It really does keep me engaged, and I just have so much fun with it. Take that. Hey, Ethan and Retro Records, what would your power be if you could choose one? Come on, big money! Dang it! You have passed this test too. Now you must face the test of reaching the summit. I will succeed in this challenge! Okay, yeah, boss fights refill your health and your bros points. Good to know. How did I forget this? It is sadness that I have forgotten. Oh. Okay, is there another item? Yes, there is. Let's get it. Even though I probably will never need it. That's a mushroom. I have like 25 mushrooms right now, and that will probably be enough to get me through most of the rest of the game, at least. Okay. Oh, it's Rex! This guy's fun. So, with Rex, he comes from Super Mario World. And Rex, when you jump on him, kind of has his body cave in a little bit. Like you're crushing him. So... Ethan says, Jeff, your power sounded pretty overpowered. I think I would like that one. Well, I'm glad you like it. Like I said, it kind of sounds boring, but at the same time, like, just think of how ridiculous that would be. Read a book on martial arts and instantly become a martial arts master. How awesome would that be? Retro Record says, I honestly can't decide. It's always tough when someone asks that question because, like, one, there's so many good ones already established, but two, at least for me, I don't really want to be like I want to be creative. I want to be like, hey, I want to pick a power that will be like, you know, that'll make people say, oh, that's a good one. Like Henry. In our Crash Bandicoot playthrough on Volatile Upgrade, I don't remember how this came up, but one of us had asked, like, if you could have a power, what would you pick? And I forget what my answer was to that. But Henry said he would want the power over darkness. And I kind of was like, power over darkness? What does that mean? And he was like, you know, at nighttime or like in the daytime using shadows, like you can teleport into shadows and use them to your advantage, use them to create weapons and things like that. And like, that sounds extremely creative. And then I found a video game that has that exact sort of mechanic that that power does. Like, you have power over shadows, like you can move through, or you can transport yourself to the shadows. You can use them to make like shadow dragons and stuff like that. It's Origami. And that game was a lot of fun. And I told Henry about it. I'm like, Henry, remember how you were saying that you would want that as a power? Yeah, that's actually a video game. You should play it. And I don't think he ever did, but at least I told him. At least I told him. Now he doesn't have an excuse. Other than he's a busy adult and he works a lot. I guess that's a pretty good excuse to not try out a video game. I guess, like, we'll let it slide this time. We'll let it slide this time, Henry. We'll let you have this one. Okay, I just thought of something. So Mario and Luigi can level up. Well, they inherently have different strengths. I think Luigi typically has better defense and maybe stash points and HP, but he's slower and he doesn't hit as hard. And Mario's like the opposite of that. And I usually try to keep them pretty equal in all their stats. Like, one isn't a mage where he has to, like, have high magic but low defense and everything. Like, they're both pretty much the same guy. They're brothers. So, well, they're... Functionally, they're pretty much the same guy. They both jump and use hammers and whatnot. Neither one of them is, like, a mage or uses health magic or something like that. Functionally, they're pretty much the same. So I always try to keep them pretty similar, pretty much equal in terms of their abilities, but it's hard to do that. And spoilers for the rest of the game. Mario and Luigi both have segments where they have to go solo. And eventually that means that they level kind of out of turn from each other. And I never liked that. Like, I always got so, not OCD, but I guess I wouldn't say not OCD. Well, I just did. But regardless, it bothered me. And I would always try to keep them the same level, the same stats. Basically just identical copies of one another. Because back then I didn't really understand the intricacies of an RPG and why certain characters should have certain strengths and weaknesses. And for this game, I kind of still don't. But back then, it was to the point where I would let one of the characters die in the fights, just so that the other character would get experience and not the one who passed out in the fight. Just because I wanted them to be equal. Usually it was Mario, because I always thought Mario's the older brother. It makes more sense for him to be more, you know, experienced and all that. That's like 10 to 15-year-old Jeff logic right there. But I don't know. Does that make any sense? Like, was I just completely weird for thinking like that? I don't know. I don't know. You'll have to let me know. That's for you to decide. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing is up to you. Okay, here we are at the summit. Let's go take a look at the Bean Kingdom. Take a look at where we're about to go. Here we are on the mountain. Here's the desert. Here's like a river of some kind. That's like the castle town right there. The plains outside the castle. The beach. An island. A mysterious icy palace. And rocks. And an airport. And a school. Hoo University. I think that's what they called it. Alright. It's boss time, baby. Actually, this boss, I always had a hard time dodging his attacks. Ethan says, it's not that stupid, but obviously just because someone is older doesn't mean they're more experienced. Yeah. Yeah. That definitely makes sense. And in a lot of ways, Luigi's more talented than Mario. He can jump higher, and well, he has a different skill set than Mario in that he can deal with undead things. Sorry, I probably should have read that. Bloblonodon, that's that character there, the sort of pterodactyl or pterosaur looking guy. There was this egg that he saw on the top of the mountain, and he's like, hey, I'm gonna keep an eye on it until it hatches. So that's why he hasn't been coming back down the mountain. So the Hammerhead Bros can't have rocks to make their hammers with. And then the egg hatched, and now it's a monster. Ah, well, that's a shock. Talk about one crazy egg. Wow. That looks painful. This guy's kind of crazy looking. Let's kill him. He looks weird. Let's kill him. Oh, that should totally be a quote. Ouch. Okay, so I always had a hard time dodging this guy's attacks. Mostly because until you knock him down like that, his attacks come at a really weird angle. And they're hard to jump over, in all honesty. I mean, when you knock him down like that, it's a lot easier to dodge. But then he's like, I'm gonna choke out a rock now, and I'm gonna stand on it, and now you're gonna have that problem again. Yeah, like that. Oh, sweet, we get to advance. Here we go. Let's do that. I don't really want to deal with that rock, but I kind of want to just focus on killing him. And that might have been a mistake. Oh yeah, that was a mistake. Okay, I'm not dead yet. Let's try the advanced move. Okay. I need to practice that more because that move is awesome. Let's kill this thing. Just kill that rock. Okay. The problem is back. The problem child is back. Let's do that advanced move again. Oh. Get it. Get him. And I want the advanced move with this one too. There we go. That fight didn't go super well, but hey, at least I killed him. I killed him dead. Yeah! Higher HP. Do. What should I give Luigi? I want to give him higher power. As I said before, I always wanted to keep them pretty well balanced. I kind of still have that mindset. Like I said, they're pretty much the same character. They have some differences, obviously. Hey, it's Prince Peasley. You know what I would love? Well, I'll read this dialogue. Cheers to your mustaches. This incredibly dazzling man is none other than Prince Peasley. Keep it in your pants, dude. What happened to you? Well, I suppose you could call it a bit of an accident. As I was investigating events throughout the country for this top-secret mission I'm on, I suddenly encountered Cacoletta and her vile underling Fawful here on this mountain. Oh. Sorry. They transformed me into that and shut me inside the egg. Is that so? Princess Peach's voice has been stolen. I wouldn't worry about Princess Peach. I'm quite sure she'll be fine. At any rate, we should chase after Cacoletta. I want you to visit Queen Bean in Bean Bean Kingdom. I'm in Bean Bean Kingdom, in Bean Bean Castle once you climb down the mountain. It may be that Cacoletta's next target is in Bean Bean Castle. I'd bet my life on it. Oh, here's a gift from me. Autographed, of course. Yes, I think a rose matches your green perfectly. If you show that rose at Bean Bean Castle, they'll permit you to enter. And with that, I must get back to my mission. May we meet again. Ethan says, it has been written in the awe-inspiring book of the quotes of Jeff. What has? He looks weird, kill him? Please tell me that's the quote you went with. We'll save later. We will save later. Give me my hammer, dude. Boy, did you two arrive at the right time. Just now a hoo-hoo block fell down in the waterfall. Check it out. We'll use it to make you the ultimate hammer. Need water. Sandy! Water! Man, it feels so great to be making hammers again after such a long break. In fact, it feels so darn great that we went ahead and made you guys two hammers. Jeff, it's not showing up, says Ethan. And that's probably because YouTube doesn't like that word. Darn it, YouTube. But was I right? It looks weird. Let's kill him. Look at that craftsmanship. Pow! Now you're playing with power. Superpower. Going to text it to you, says Ethan. Perfect. Okay. We get hammers now. Yeah, you got that right. These bad boys are now all yours. You can also use solo hammer action. Okay. No, you don't need to teach me how to use a hammer. I mean, this ain't my first rodeo. This is my 40th. Yeah. Alright, let's do it. Hammer time. We figured it out. Nuts! Nuts are basically like, they're health items, but you can... Okay, hang on. Ethan has texted me the quote. It's important, guys. This guy's kind of crazy looking. Let's kill him. Jeff 2021. Perfect. Anyway, those nuts, they're basically like a lesser version of the mushroom. Like, the mushroom, I think, heals, what, 10 health? I think so. And, oh, I have something funny to show you guys here in a minute. But anyway, the nuts heal both Mario and Luigi with the one item. And that kind of sounds funny, like, hey, I can just pause in the menu whenever I want and use that item. Like, I can just use mushrooms. Why would I use nuts? And the reason you would want to use nuts is because you can use that to heal both Mario and Luigi in one turn, just one character's turn. And that can be very handy if both bros are low on health. Quick thing also. So right now I'm only able to use the hammer with the front Mario bro. As you may have guessed, a bro's move will unlock later where the back Mario bro uses the hammer. That's why I can select it. But here's what happens if you try to use it. Oh, that's funny. But good thing we got multiple quotes this stream, because there hasn't been any quotes for a while. Who knows what could happen when the world is without Jeff quotes for too long. Yeah, it might explode. So you can still use the hammer when Mario is filled up with water. And it does that. It lets you shoot a projectile, 3 of them, instead of just one stream. Okay, I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna get to the castle town and we'll wrap it up for tonight. Where I am, it is 12:30, and, well, 12:29 if we're being exact. And I would like to go to sleep because I've got church in the morning. What was the other QL? The other quote? It's nice to be nice, Jeff 2021. That's because earlier in the game there's some CPU, not CPU, some character that I helped out earlier, and he gave me back something in return, and he says it's nice to be nice, and I'm like, yes, it is nice to be nice. We had a whole thing. Whoa there, parts. It's been a Goomba's age since we had any strangers in these parts. Now listen, fellers. If you want to ride in them rusty old carts, I won't go stopping you. But I'd advise watching out for trouble. Yep, no one knows where them rails lead. Still, I'll tell you something. You might just be able to find jewels by jumping a bit in there. And while you're hopping for loot, watch out. If you spot danger, just shine your light at it. Oh, mercy. There I go again. I'm always boring folks to tears with stuff like this. So, tell me, boys, care to ride in the carts? Yes. I like the doggo. The doggo was cute. Okay, so I'm glad that they don't have like a forced tutorial here. I kind of wish that they would have that for the rest of the game. Like, I already know how to do this. Let me just do it. I mean, really, the tutorials aren't terrible here, but I do wish you had the option to skip them, especially if this is, if you're like me and this is like your 31st playthrough or something like that. Gosh, I swear, there's just something about the Mario games where it never gets old to play them again. I don't know what it is exactly, and I don't know why it's not the case for other games for me. Like, it's like there are some other games I'll play over and over and over again. Like Yoshi's Island, I will play over and over and over again. But I feel like this game and Mario 64 and Mario World, all games from my childhood, are just, they're cemented in my repertoire of games to the point where I could play them over and over again. I don't really know how else to explain it. It's just, there's something in my brain that's just like, hey, I like this game. Let's play more. More of it. I really need more water. Let's go talk to that guy. Eh? Why, howdy. Again. How'd you get here? I think it's just because you like these games more. I mean, probably, but there was... I have a bit of a talking point on that. I'll get into that in a minute. Well, fellers, this spot marks the last stop on the long, strange railroad of my life. But I reckon your adventure has just begun. Get to it, boys. That is like me with movies, says Serenity. Well, it's not like that with me with all games. Like, I wanted to talk about this in a podcast at one point. I mean, we stopped doing the podcasts, so that didn't end up coming to be. But if we ever did pick up the podcasts again, that is one thing I want to talk about. I wanted to talk about what makes a game replayable. And I don't think it's just the fact that I like the games so much. Like Mario 64, for example, is my favorite game of all time. And I do... Sorry, that ain't right. I do like playing that game over and over again. I'm not exactly sure what makes it replayable. Well, I think I have an inkling. But, you know, for Mario... I'm sorry, yeah. Yeah, for Mario 64, it's short, it's sweet, it's packed full of content, there's not really any boring parts. And like I said, it's short and sweet. Easily digestible is another way of saying that. Yeah. Easily digestible, it's easy to go back and replay it, sink some time into, and like, well, not dedicate a ton of time to. It just kind of has that sort of aspect to it where you can go back to it and not dedicate a ton of time to it. And yeah, that's one of the things I think makes a game replayable. Like, as a counter example, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Oh, no boring parts. Yeah, if Tall Tall Mountain and Tiny Huge Island didn't exist. Well, I mean, I guess for some players, there are boring parts. I love the entire game. And I think that's just because, like, I have an appreciation for everything of the game. There are things that could be better, for sure. But I just love the whole thing. And I think it might just be because I've gotten quite good at the game. None of those hiccups or anything really bother me. Maybe it's just because, like, I have ways to circumnavigate inconveniences as they pop up. But yeah. But anyway, my counter example of Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild is my favorite Zelda game. But it's probably the one that, out of the ones that I like at least, that I've played the least number of times. Not because I don't like it. Obviously, I just said it's my favorite Zelda game. But it's long. Very, very long. You can speedrun it. Like, I don't know what the world record is, but you can beat the game in like less than an hour if you really know what you're doing, and well, if you're a speedrunner, basically. But there's nothing keeping you from going and fighting the final boss right away, other than your own skill and ability to take care or tackle the problems in certain ways, I guess. Really weird way of me putting that, but anyway, I think you get my point. It doesn't have to be long, but the way that I like to play the game, I like to go for everything. Well, maybe not all the Korok seeds. Like, those can go, I don't know, hide and get lost. But I go for all the shrines. I go for all the outfits that I like. I upgrade all the outfits that I like the best. The way that I like to play the game isn't conducive to multiple playthroughs. I still can play it multiple times, but not like this game or Mario 64. PB&J says, just finished eating my sandwich. Yum yum, dude. Must have been a big sandwich. Ethan says, I think that if a game has a lot of different ways to play it or replay it, it can definitely be more replayable. Yeah, games with different upgrade paths and skill trees and stuff like that definitely pop to mind. When there's a lot of different ways to, you know, clear the objective and beat the challenges, yeah, that's something else that, you know, makes a game replayable. But like, I don't know, man. I think Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga isn't really any of those things. It's a short enough game. Like, it's a 10 or 15 hour game. Why do I keep doing this? Mario's jump is stronger than Luigi's jump, but Luigi's hammer attack is stronger than Mario's hammer attack, so I should be doing that. Where appropriate, obviously. Like Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, it's not a very long game. It takes 10 or 15 hours to beat, but when you're an adult, that amount of time is a decent chunk of time to spend playing a video game. And oftentimes I'll have to split that up over multiple sessions, so I can't just sit down and grind the game out. Like, I 100% completed Super Mario 64 again yesterday. Was it yesterday? It was yesterday. Just for the fun of it. It took me like 2 hours. And I was being super casual about it. Like, I was going for some of the speedrunning tricks. I was trying to get, like, the speedrunning clips in Tall Mountain and whatnot. And I would try over and over again until I got it to work. So it wasn't really a speedrun. But, like, I beat it in maybe 2.5 hours. No, that's not right. I'm 100... Yeah, I'd say more like 2.5, 3 hours. Like, a time of 2 hours would be very good for me and 120 stars. But, like, Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga isn't like that. It's quite a bit longer. There are different ways that you can play the game. Like, there are different stats you can upgrade, but, like, your gameplay is pretty much the same every time. I don't know what it is that really makes this game so replayable for me. I'm really not sure. I just know I really like this game. And for some reason, I just don't get tired of it. Well, within reason. It's not like I can, you know, continuously be like, okay, I just beat the game, let's play it again. Over and over again. Most games I don't do that for. That's another thing we could talk about with a replayability thing. Like, there are games that, you know, there are games that you want to replay, like, immediately. Like, you finish the game, credits roll, and it's like, okay, let's start another profile. There are some games like that for me. Not many. Like, that number is extremely small. Metroid Dread is one of those games. I have beaten that game 4 times in the last 2 months. I just can't get enough of that game. I want to go back and play more of it, but honestly, I should take the time I would be spending in playing Metroid Dread and start writing my review for it. But there are games like that. I don't know. But Mario & Luigi is a game that I will happily play over and over again. That was a long-winded thing of me saying, I like this game I play many time. What about you guys? Are there any games that you really like to replay the game for? Or are there any games that you want to replay like immediately after you've beaten it? Let's go ahead and fight some of these guys. These guys are a little stronger. A lot stronger. Wowzers! I barely ever replay games, says Retro Records. That's definitely fair. Why do you think that is? Just out of curiosity. Gosh, these guys are a lot stronger. Let's not do the advanced attack on this guy, because that would actually hamper my ability to kill him quickly. Retro Record says, the only times I'll replay a game is if the core gameplay is really engaging, like Doom Eternal or Hades. Definitely another factor for sure. Maybe I should get good, I guess. Ethan says, chess is definitely that for me. I can replay that a whole bunch after I win a game or lose a game, or lose the game, obviously. Lol. I mean, I was thinking more video games, but sure, I think that is a good enough example for sure, because chess is one of those games that, like many games of that sort of style, you gotta replay it continuously in order to get better at it. I mean, that's definitely fair. I guess that's another reason you could want to replay a game, is to like master it. Like with Mario 64, for example, I want to play that game over and over again to refine my ability to play the game and play it well. And I'm not happy with it unless I've gotten a certain amount of proficiency. So yeah, that's another good game, another good reason to replay games. That's a good one, Ethan. I like that one. I keep breaking my hammer. Why? Do. Excuse me. A little behind the scenes thing. I keep looking over at my bitrate just to make sure I'm not dropping any frames. And I'm really not sure why that happens. Like, it usually happens once every stream at least, where I just drop a crazy number of frames. Like that happened when I was in Bowser's Ship earlier, and I was like, oh no. And I'm not sure exactly why that happens. I have an inkling it has something to do with my router. Because generally my computer's pretty decent about my network and everything, but I don't know what it is. Like the network just goes crazy or something. And I am using the router that my internet service provider gave me, so maybe that's part of the problem. It's probably not that great, but yeah, that's just something that was on my mind. Retro Record says, oh sorry, I already read that comment. The only time I'll replay a game is if the core gameplay is really engaging, like Doom Eternal or Hades. I think you are the only person I've ever heard say I have an inkling. Oh, that's funny. I'm pretty sure that's a thing that some people say. Like, I can't be the only one who's ever said that. Open up this warp point. I have an inkling. I'm pretty sure that's something that some people have said. I can't be the only one that's ever said that. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead. Lol, says Ethan. You know what? We've got like... We're almost to the castle. Why don't... Ah! Castletown, it's destroyed. What happened? Dude! What's going on here? What is going on here? They attacked while the Bean troops were in Hoo Hoo Village searching for Prince Peasley. Ethan says, I've never heard anyone say that before either. Okay, now I want to look this up. It's gotta be a thing some people say. Let me look. Okay. Let me switch over to my my PC screen here. Inkling, a slight knowledge or suspicion, a hint. What does it mean to have an inkling? A slight knowledge or vague notion, had not the faintest inkling of what it was all about. That's an interesting thing to say. But anyway, it is a thing, I promise. I'm not just making it up. Okay, back to the action. So there's some shops around here that I can go visit. I don't know if I should bother. Welcome to my temporary item shop. Sorry about the mess. With the town in this state, I'm only staying open as long as customers keep coming. So what do you want to do? I don't need anything. Bye. This is ordinarily a hip and cool fashion house, you know. But for the time being, I'm leasing the place out to her. With the town in this state, we have to help each other best we can. It is nice to be nice, after all. That's so nice of you. However, I would like to buy some equipment, and you being nice is kind of getting in the way of that. But, you know, whatever. So I was gonna stop playing. It's cold, says PB&J. I don't know exactly where you're at, but for where I'm at, it is that time of year. It's cold. Halt! You there, halt! You can't just waltz on in here. The town has just been attacked, which means the castle could be attacked at any moment. Lady Lima, or Lima, well, I think it's Lima, because lima beans, has instructed us not to allow anyone to enter the castle. Anyone whatsoever! Having said that, if you still wish to enter, you must explain your names and your motives. What? You are the world-famous Mario? What? And you are the legendary Luigi? Luigi who? Shh, I have no idea. Oh, I love it. Oh, the humor in this game is wonderful. If you really are the superstar Mario from the Mushroom Kingdom, then prove it! Wow! Such a good jump. That jump! No mistaking it! This guy is really Mario? Shh, I can't be certain. It started snowing today for the first time this fall, where I'm at, says Retro Records. Yeah, it started snowing for us recently too. Like, it feels like winter's taken a long time to get here, but now it's finally here. And, where we're at, usually winter weather starts happening in like mid-November, sometimes earlier. I'm at Alaska, says PB&J. Oh, wow. Then it's definitely cold up there. Anyway, what business would the famous Mario and Louis other guy have at this castle? Ha, 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 ha! Oh, I see! Gotcha! What do they want? No clue. Enough! Regardless of all that nonsense, you may not enter. Now be gone! Ah! Prince Peasley's Rose! Are you friends of the prince? Listen, I think maybe we ought to let these guys inside. Okay, taking into account that rose in your wacky story, we can allow you to enter. That was one wacky story. Woo! This game's humor is awesome. I love that. It's so funny. PB&J says, I'm on a vacation. Oh, nice. You know, this is too funny, says Ethan. Oh, I love that exchange so much. And it happens again later. Sorry, I thought I woke up JJ. What was that sound you just made, lol? What the? Ah! That's like the surprise sound. Anyway, I said I was gonna be done when I got to the castle.
I don't wanna. I wanna keep playing the game.
I'll beat the castle, or the section of the castle, and then I'll be done. Well, maybe I'll buy a few things, and then I'll be done. Yeah. Well, Master Mario and Master Luigi. I am Lady Lima. Why do I keep doing that? I am Lady Lima, highest of the ladies at court. The gatekeepers told me of you. How? I was in here for like 10 seconds. Are you indeed the Mario and Luigi of fame, the superstars? Yes, it seems by your jump. Nope. She said that, but whatever. Pardon me? What are you trying to tell me? Oh, do speak up. Oh, such ruckus. Speak in softer voices. Come on, you're sending me mixed signals. Now hear me. As you saw, the town is in ruins, and the castle is under strict guard. At a time like this, I cannot allow a suspicious pair such as you to meet the queen. As the queen's longest-serving lady at court, I must act in the interest of her royal safety. Hear my words. If you two are indeed the true Mario Bros, you must prove it by repairing the castle's plumbing. If you are able to completely fix it, then you may meet Queen Bean. Now then, show me the work ethic of the superstar Mario Bros. Well, we were originally carpenters, but we did figure out the whole plumbing business, so let's do it. Spoiler alert, fixing the plumbing is a bad idea. Why? Well, you'll just have to stick around and find out, won't you? These guys are fast versions of the ones we encountered earlier in the game. Very fast. Wow, look, such speed. Okay, I really want to get the advanced stuff down. Here we go. Well. Okay. I think I got it. Let's... What should I increase here? I like using... no, wait. Thank you. Aren't these guys in the original Mario Bros. Game? They are. They are indeed. Yes! I got more Bros points. They're in like level 5 or 6 starting out. Actually, I can play that on here and show you. What should I increase here? You know what? Let's increase Luigi's health. There we go. Nice. Oops. Wrong button. Ah, fixing the castle's plumbing. What a great idea. Why is the plumbing broken? Why is it not this easy? If it was this easy to replace my water tank, that would have been nice. Okay, so I can't use any of my bros moves on these guys. And they seem to have quite a bit of health. At least for my characters at this point in the game. Yeah, we're just gonna rush through this. I am still gonna kill all of the enemies in the room. That's not changed. I mean, no one said that that's annoyed them, so I'm just gonna keep doing it. And it's beneficial for me anyway. I get more experience that way. And more items, more coins. No, I don't want to jump on him. That's a no-no. That's no-no time. There we go. Yeah, I think that's all the bad guys in the room. Let's killy. Quit it. I'm gonna kill you. Yeah, you know what? We'll just jump on you. Just jump on him. I wanted to be fancy and use my advanced move, but maybe we'll do that this time. I really like the bros moves. I had mentioned earlier that that's the thing I like the best in this game. Well, maybe not the best in this game, but it's one of the things I really love, and I'm extremely saddened that they didn't carry that forward into the rest of the Mario and Luigi games. So for anyone who's not familiar with the rest of the Mario and Luigi games, there's 4 other ones. There's Partners in Time, Bowser's Inside Story, Dream Team, and Paper Jam. And I haven't played Paper Jam, but I played the rest of them. And instead of bros moves, these sort of combo moves, oh geez, these sort of combo moves that we do as Mario and Luigi, they trade those out for item-based attacks, which still is a more powerful attack that you can use. The idea is very much still the same. Like the Fire Flower, for example, lets you like basically spray the enemies with fire. And there's different iterations. I'm kind of tired, so I'm going to sleep now, but I will be back, so Serenity. Well, have yourself a good sleep. I don't blame you for being tired. It is 1 a.m. Anyway, but yeah, have a nice sleep. I don't think you'll be back by the time I finish the stream, so have a good night, Serenity. There are different iterations of the fire attack, but the idea is it's an item that you consume, and it enters you into spraying them, the enemies with fire. Bowser's Inside Story, I think, kind of, it handled the bros attacks largely in the same way. There were some cool ones. For some reason, the one that's sticking out in my mind is the Sweet Feast or whatever. Was it called Sweet Feast? I don't know, probably not. But it was the one where Luigi eats like an entire picnic basket stuffed with food, ends up being gigantic, and Mario just picks them up and throws them at the enemies. Those are fun, but those sorts of moves just do not replace the bros moves for me. And I think that really does make this game's combat in particular stand out. I don't know. Like, the combat just feels more interesting because of that. I don't know if that's a substantial enough thing to be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's a good reason to like the game more. But, I don't know. I guess that's part of my reasoning. And, like, that's not to say I don't like the other Mario and Luigi games. Bowser's Inside Story in particular is wonderful. And to Ross's point, Dream Team likely has a lot going for it, too. I think that's, like, it's not the black sheep of the Mario and Luigi family, but it's not often cited as being one of the greats. Regardless, I like the other Mario and Luigi games. But when I play them, I do kind of have that longing feeling for this one. Thinking like, man, I really like the combat in Superstar Saga. Or I like the fact that you can switch between having Mario in the front and Luigi in the front. Like, that just opens up a lot of possibilities. Even though that mechanic is kind of replaced in all of them in different ways. Like, the obvious example of Bowser's Inside Story, you get to switch between playing as Mario and Luigi or Bowser, and that is awesome. Nice. 4 points in the stash, baby. But I don't know, it just, maybe it's nostalgia talking, but this one just felt distinct, I guess, in that you had just the two characters, but there were a lot of different combinations you could do with the characters to make them do different things. I don't know what it is. That just feels more interesting and special to me. And again, it could just be nostalgia talking. I don't know. Am I filled with garbage? Am I just spurting a whole bunch of nonsense? Let me know your thoughts, I guess. What else is here? Are there any more people we can kill? Don't take me down, YouTube. When I say people, I mean the Mario enemies. Don't get too crazy, YouTube. Alright, there's some stuff over this way. Stuff that I don't need to do, but that I want to do. This leads to some items. Good puzzle there, guys. No, I get it. This is Retro Records. Okay, I'm glad I'm not just spurting a bunch of nonsense. That said, I really should go back and play the other ones. I have so many games in my backlog that I need to play before I go back and replay the greats that I love. Like, that's another thing that the guys and I have talked about before, gaming backlogs. I've got a lot of games in my backlog. I just bought 2 new games this Black Friday to add to that backlog. I should play those first, but at some point I do want to go back and replay the Mario and Luigi games. They really do all have something awesome to offer. Lucky! Wow. Maybe I should change my strategy to just level up my stash points as much as possible. Because look at that's ridiculous. I was gonna say, if I was gonna kill them all with lucky hits, that would have been insane. You know, I spent all that time. I'm gonna get some water. BRB, says PB&J. Okie doke. Get that water, dude. Alright, let's killy. Look at how many lucky hits I'm getting. That's ridiculous. I feel like I'm, you know, going off topic a whole bunch. There's just a lot of things I want to say, and not enough time to say them. I guess the more substantial thing I was talking about, though, was, I want to go back and replay all these games that I love and really, like, think critically about them again. But I have a bunch of games that I haven't played that I own and I really should play and just haven't yet. I've thought about live streaming some of them. Like, I don't want to have the streams just be my way of getting through my backlog of games, but there are a few that I might like to stream for, you know, a kind of first time look, like Owlboy or Okami, or the one that or one of the 2 that I just picked up for Black Friday, K's and the Wild Masks. There are some games I would like to play for my backlog on stream, so, you know, every once in a while I'll probably put in the Discord, hey, there's a game that I want to play. Do you guys want me to stream it? So I guess just, you know, let me know your thoughts. We do have a game recommendations channel in the Discord, so yeah, feel free to let me know there. And if there's any game that I just said that particularly stands out to you, feel free to let me know. But in the meantime, I'm back, says PB&J. Welcome back. But in the meantime, I am going to plan on finishing Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga first. Okay, here's why you don't fix the castle plumbing. And I would like to say something about that in a minute. Oh, thank the stars, you've saved me, you heroic souls. I just talked to you. Could you be the Mario Bros from the Mushroom Kingdom? What are the Mario Bros doing in a place like this? What? You claim that I dropped the pair of you down here? And that I told you to fix the plumbing? Most perplexing. Why, we were attacked by Cackletta and her fiends, and have been stuck here ever since. Perhaps the Lady Lima you encountered was... Excuse me. Foolish Mario Bros. You have completely and pathetically fallen into my trap. Repairing the plumbing is the key to disabling the Beanstar security system. Can you imagine how much that must suck for the people in the castle here? Hey, I want to take a shower. Oh no, you can't do that. You'll deactivate the security system for the Beanstar. You can't do that. No, absolutely not. I'll have none of it. I need some water for the noodles I'm gonna make for the pasta for this evening's dinner. No, go to the river. You can't have running water in here. That's no. Cackletta, it is the hurrying time. We must take that Beanstar and fastly run away from this place. I love Waffle. At last, at long last, I have in my possession both the Beanstar and Peach's voice. That thing that can grant all desires. The Beanstar. I never thought about how ridiculous of a name that is, but that is kind of ridiculous. The Beanstar. We have always remained at this castle, acting as guardians, protecting the Beanstar and keeping it out of evil hands. And you came and fixed the plumbing and ruined all of it! There's no doubt about it. Cackletta must be after the Beanstar. Oh no! Oh! Heroic Mario Bros. Quickly now. You must go to the Beanstar. Go! You must not let the Beanstar fall into the hands of evil. Quickly, do not dawdle. Oh yeah, there's things in here I want. I want thems. I do want thems. Okay, let's go and do the boss fight and maybe buy some things, and then we will depart. Oh, hang on. Before I do that, let's refill on our syrup. And I don't need to refill health. Refill health. I don't need to refill my health. That'll be fine. I'm gonna be okay. I don't want to use my mushrooms. I have so many, but I don't want to use them. Oh. Huh. Uh-oh. Oh, we're too late. The Beanstar. The Beanstar and Princess Peach's voice are already mine. Once we awaken the Beanstar with Princess Peach's voice, the world will be Cackletta's snack cake. Say, Mario boys, you haven't bothered to pay a visit to your host, Queen Bean. I thought you had better manners. Wouldn't you agree, Queen Bean? Perhaps the three of you can sit down over tea to discuss the finer points of foreign policy. And you've been turned into a hulking monster. Let's destroy. Okay. Maybe I should have refilled my health. Okay. Here's the thing. So, Queen Bean will walk forward and, you know, she'll try to get closer on every turn. So you have to knock her back with one of the Mario Bros. Also, for some reason, I like deflate her arms. It's like, oh boy, that's the faster one. I like deflate her arms. Here we go. What? Wow. Gosh, I love that. I love it so much. I love the advanced moves. Queen Bean has like the SpongeBob inflatable arms, you know? Like that episode where SpongeBob is trying to pretend he has like these super buff arms. Alright, can't focus on these guys. I can just kill them with my counterattacks.
Queen Bean, it's my turn! You sit back and wait your turn. Quit it! That's gross.
Yeah, we're just gonna focus on attacking Queen Bean. I'm pretty sure that the base version of that technique does more damage. And this one definitely does, because the other one focuses on multiple targets. Why am I focusing so hard on dodging these? These are pretty easy to dodge, all things considered. You know what? Let's do a fact check of whether the advanced move does more damage or not. Well, that was a horrible fact check because I kind of screwed that one up. There we go. I don't think I'll really get a chance to... Nope, I do not get a chance to test out that theory. She killed her own guy, that's hilarious. And... yeah, I'm pretty sure that the base version of that attack does more damage. Because, the base version of that attack does 22 damage, it seems. And then the advanced version only seems to do 20 damage. So I'm not sure exactly what the advantage is to using the advanced moves. It looks cooler. Well, they all look cool. It's just a different thing. I'm sure it has an advantage, but I'm not sure what. Would you quit it? It's not your turn. It's not your turn to attack me. Why are you attacking me? It's not your turn. Let's try it. One more time here. Well, that was awesome. Yeah, the base attack is more powerful than that one, the advanced version there too. I know that the advantage to that one is that you can attack multiple targets with that attack. Well, that was a little anticlimactic. Nice! Let's go ahead and increase my power. I still get the lowest possible roll. Man, I am unlucky with those. Let's increase his bro points. They're pretty low. Wow. Oh no, Cacaletta forced Queen Bean to eat a belly blackworm. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that, but whatever. That's what turned her into this. Our fair kingdom is doomed. Doomed? How will we ever return Queen Bean to normal? What's that you say? The Mario Bros will do something about it. What can you possibly mean? You speak of the impossible. Why, there is no known way to spit out an ingested belly black. Well, except there is that one way, that last resort. It isn't pretty, though. She may be able to spit it up if she drank the legendary Chocola Reserve from Chucklehawk Woods. Chucklehawk Woods, that's great. You'll go to Chucklehawk Woods? You'll find the Chocola Reserve? Well, if you're going to make such bold proclamations, I suppose I have no choice but to rely on you. Poke, poke, poke. Take this Bean Bean brooch and head southwest from the castle towards Chateau de Chucklehawk. If you find the Chocola Reserves hidden deep in Chucklehawk Woods, our queen may yet recover. Let's do that. But next stream. It's already 1:15. I sleepy. It's time to wrap up. But first I want to go shopping. Mario, Luigi! I get a badge. That thing is a badge. If you equip it, you'll be a little stronger in battle. Different badges have different effects, so for now, if you get a badge, make sure you equip it. To equip it, press select to show Open your suitcase. Why am I reading this? I didn't read the other tutorials. Basically, I can just... As with the rest of the Mario and Luigi games, there are different items you can equip to make yourself stronger in different categories. You can buy them, you can earn them from hidden things, or some are just given to you through story progression. Not many, but some. So, wait, can I buy badges yet? I don't know if I can. Okay, yeah, I can. You know what? Let's go ahead and... No. Leave. I'm leaving! I'm gonna buy some flashy badges. Also, we get 24% off for our badges, for our mustaches. That's pretty wonderful. Recommended for beginners. I ain't no beginner. Why would you tell me that? Why would you call me a beginner like that? That's so mean. But it's the better badge. I'm doing it. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Hot fashion. So basically, the badges and the trousers both have different sorts of effects that they can have. But generally, both will either increase your HP or and your defense. I'm sorry. The trousers increase your HP and defense, and the badge will increase your bro points and power. But they also have different effects that they can have. Not really in the beginning here. Bean trousers. I mean, that increases my health, but not my defense. We're gonna buy these for Luigi. And buy these for Mario. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna do it. And then... Okay. And... let's go ahead and equip that badge for Luigi here. And let's buy some syrup, because I like using my bros attacks. Oops. Let's buy a couple. And refreshing herbs. Those will actually come in real handy for us here. Okay. Alright, we're good. Why don't we... I don't want to start the next stream in Sadland here. Let's go ahead and enter Chateau de Chucklehuck. Gosh, I think I just want to keep playing this game. Like, I'm having so much fun. Take a dat. That honestly is a pretty cool advanced attack. I like it a lot. That didn't give me much experience, did it? I guess we're just gonna skip these guys. They give us very little experience. Like, even early game, they don't give us much experience. Come here. I didn't really see how much experience these guys give us, so let's kill another batch and see what they do for us. There we go. That's it. That was like 13 experience, I think. I said I was gonna... Very well, we shall permit you to enter these woods. These guys aren't super funny, so yeah, they weren't very funny, so I'm not gonna bother reading their dialogue. Alright. Let's kill this guy. Or this set of guys, I guess. Wham! Okay. Basically the same strategy as we did last time. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That was definitely 13 experience points. Yeah, let's just get up here. Hit the save point. Is there not? There it is. We'll hit the save point. Save and quit. And guys, that's where we're going to wrap up for tonight. So, we actually made a good amount of progress. I was really only planning on beating the mountain area, but I'm happy that we did a little more than that. And I look forward to playing even more next time on the Yoshi Fanatic live streams, guys. So, I had a lot of fun tonight. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. And I hope you'll join me next time in part 2 of Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga. So, guys, that's going to wrap it up. If you haven't already, feel sure. Wow, I'm tired. I can talk, I promise. Serenity says, hello, I'm back. Also, I choked so much that boogers came out of my nose. Wonderful. Anyway, if you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I post a video or go live. And speaking of going live, the next stream will be probably Friday, maybe Saturday, starting around 9 or 10 p.m. Be sure to hop in the Discord and I'll let you know exactly when I do know. And I love chatting with the fans, so feel free to join, chat with me, send me a message. I'd be happy to chat with you. And I've been doing this a lot, so I'm just gonna keep the trend going. Last month, almost 2 months ago now. Wow, it's already been 2 months. Anyway, I put out a video about what would a 3D Yoshi game be like. You know, I love the Yoshi games. They're the best. Maybe not the best, but I really like them. But Yoshi hasn't had a 3D game yet, and Nintendo, if you don't make one, I can't really live up to this promise, but I'll make one myself. But I'll at least tell you how it should be, so make it, please. I would love to play it. If that sounds fun to you guys, go ahead and check out that video. And I've got a Metroid Dread review coming down the pipe. I'm not sure when it'll come out. I've wrapped up my playthroughs of it. I've taken my notes. I just have to write a script and shoot my camera sections and do the editing. I'm not sure how long that's going to take. It's a long process. But yeah, that is coming down the pipe. That's going to be my next real video. And I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope it's worth waiting for just as much as the actual game Metroid Dread was worth waiting for 19 years. It's not going to be to that extent. But I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope it's worth waiting for. But yeah, that's enough of my spiel. Yeah. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. And hopefully, we'll see you next time. See you guys.